Hello there, it's Rev and Sam of What Yacht to Do.
Today we're going to take you on a trip from Waterside Marina in Norfolk, Virginia, all the way up to Yorktown, where we're going to go into Wormley Creek Marina. It's a little bit of tricky entrance, and I'll explain that to you. It's 39 miles. We're going to be going through some really busy areas with some Navy traffic and shipping traffic, and it's into the Chesapeake Bay. So let's go. Well, here we are getting ready to leave Norfolk, particularly the Waterside Marina, which was a great stay. Norfolk is just a huge city and lots to offer there. The Battleship Wisconsin, which we didn't get to tour, is there, as well as the Nauticus Museum. So, and also the largest naval base in the world, not just the largest in the U.S., but the largest naval base in the world, as I'm told. And we'll see some of those pictures as we leave the harbor here, and then out into the Chesapeake Bay. We'll see some aircraft carriers.
Norfolk is definitely a mermaid kind of town. They decided that they're going to plaster them all over the place. I don't know, what would you say, 20, 25, 30? They're everywhere. But we are kind of stalling because Sam has planned our trip and we are waiting for the perfect time to leave to work with the tides.
Yeah, we were trying to work with the tides. The marina there was great. Just loved it.
Fantastic. And this was my first jellyfish sighting, so I was very excited to see that, although I wouldn't want to be that close to it. You good in the front? You're not even close.
Fishing vessel, monitor Merrimack Tunnel. This is the inbound Mercantile Ross Sea.
Awesome. Okay. Cool pirate ship, huh? Anyway, this is a ferry that goes, it's right there at the marina, and it goes back and forth, so you can see more of the city if you decide to stay at Waterside.
Yeah, it takes you over to Portsmouth, where there's another marina over there called the Tidewater Marina, and during the Great Loop rendezvous we had last year in May of 2019, we got to go over to Portsmouth and look at some boats over there.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Lots of ships, and this is really a sad sight. Cruise ships.
Oh, dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
I was, you know, Sam would see a lot of them. By the time I got the camera ready, gone.
Yeah.
Story of my Great Loop journey.
But anyway, back to the cruise ships, all parked and waiting for the day that they'll be back out, and people enjoying a cruise, which is a wonderful vacation. Alright, here comes a big old wave.
Okay. Not too bad.
Well, you can see here on my AIS in the lower left part is all the red, and there are a lot of targets out there. And
a lot.
Yeah, and we're kind of sandwiched in between boats.
Hey, speaking of the targets.
Yeah, there they are. There are dredges out there, there are ships coming in, and more ships coming out of the naval base, in and out, security patrols, so just a lot of stuff. No mistaking crane number 1 from crane number 2. They're clearly labeled. Like I said, the largest naval base in the world, and this is just a small part of it here, but a big part of it. As far as the huge ships, that was the Comfort that you saw, and more ships and more ships, and as you get further on out, you'll see aircraft carriers all stacked up. Hello from the bridge of the Here's to Us. We left Waterside Marina in Norfolk this morning around 8:30, and we're heading up to Yorktown, so that means coming out of a very busy ship channel. And also the timing on it is such that we want to arrive in Yorktown near a rising tide or a high tide, which means we're traveling on a rising tide. And what that means is, as we come out of this channel, the Norfolk Channel, Norfolk Reach area, we are going against the current. And so it started out about 0.7. As we come up along there, you can kind of see as it narrows down in here through the land. I don't know if you can get that, Reb. You see these orange arrows that are here, 1.7 miles per hour current. So it's a significant current, and we can tell, you know, with our speed is decreasing, speed over the ground, so to speak. Our actual GPS speed has decreased, but it will pick up as we round the point, and that tide keeps pushing us in. As we get on the other side here, we'll pick up probably a 1 mile per hour or 1.2 mile per hour pushing us. So one of those things. We went through the Norfolk Naval Shipyard, which was pretty exciting. Got to see a couple aircraft carriers. One that stood out to me was the USS Gerald Ford. And just a lot of ships all over the place, but surprisingly not too busy. Expected to see a lot more ship traffic, you know, coming in and out. So looks like it's going to be a pleasant day. Getting up to Yorktown around 1 o'clock, and I plan to stay there for 2 days. Continuing on our journey to cross our wake up in north of Baltimore. Probably going to be about a month because we're kind of dilly-dallying around and having a good time.
Yep. Look at that. Looks like you could surf off of it.
Go right into it.
Okay. We're so close, Sam.
I know. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. But stuff's gonna fall.
Yeah.
You going into it?
I'm going into it.
Ugh. I don't like this.
Look out.
Woo! Whoa! Yeah, that was awful.
So I wish I could have gone a little bit further to the starboard side and given that big container ship a little bit more room.
So do I.
I had boats on the right side, security patrols and other things that you didn't see in there. So we were doing the best we could, and then we just turned the boat into the waves and rode it out. But that is a huge ship, so welcome to the Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah, that was a nice welcome, huh?
Yeah, welcome.
Well, I did notice that the water turned a prettier color. It's hard to see in the video, but it seemed, I don't know, brighter or something. But just for a while.
Yeah. So we're rounding the point here. We're going to be heading up the York River into Wormley Creek. The approach into Wormley Creek has been dredged, and so when you go in there, you're going to see on your charts, the charts have not been updated. So you really have to watch and follow the markers and trust the markers, and also Navionics will do a great job of getting you in on the new channel.
Yeah, it's a really tight channel getting in there. The markers are close together. But a really, really nice marina. We stayed here, what, a couple of days?
Yeah, 2 nights.
And it's family owned. It has not been taken over by the corporate world.
There's the office there. I had some parts sent there. A float switch for the shower sump, as well as a bilge pump in the shower sump, and got to actually repair that myself with a little bit of coaching from the electrician there. Got me the right butt connectors and parts, and also borrowed a heat gun from Jeff.
Yeah, there's a swimming pool over there. And if you know what beer can racing is, I would love to know. But apparently you can do that every Wednesday night there. More jellyfish. Oh my goodness, there were so many jellyfish in the water around there. It is not a place that you would want to go paddleboarding if you were a beginner. You might end up with a few stings. Yorktown is a very historic place, and our new friends Jeff and Ruth took us around, showed us the town, as well as took us to dinner at what is that, Water Street Grill.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming along on this trip from Norfolk, Virginia up to Yorktown, Virginia.
Yes, and if you haven't subscribed already, hit the red subscribe button and the bell so you can get notified every time we put out a new video.
See you next time on What Yacht to Do.